Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be talking and discussing a latest management football game called Football Strategy, which is available free of charge to play, available today. Now, this launched May 19th officially and has been through a lot of beta stages. It was actually released in beta form last year in March, so there's been a lot of time spent tweaking this game, enhancing it, giving us, the players, the best possible management experience. Now, this is a fictional game. There is no real teams or players, but that also does give you a lot of freedom. Now, the video you're seeing right now is a trailer created very nicely, very detailed. That can be seen at footballstrategy.org. The link is in the description. And it goes through all the details, the abilities, and what you will be doing throughout the course of managing your side. So you guys are going to be watching here a lot of different screens, videos of me playing the game. I sat down for a couple of weeks and I played it. It was as simple as that. The tutorial on the left hand side there shows you all the things that you can do. Club profile, there's players, stadiums, training ground, headquarters, the youth academy, fixtures, formations and more. And there is an awful lot of stuff you can do here, guys. The game is stacked full of a lot of quality and potential. Now, what I'm doing right now is figuring out, training-wise, who I want to play in which position. Now, you'll have a look at the stats. You can see they have keep, mark, position, heading, stealing. And you really have to figure out what player would suit which role. If a player's good at finishing, you would feel that he's more of a forward and attacker. So you'll want to stick him in that position when he trains. If he's good at keeping the ball, maybe he's better in midfield, or if he's a good crosser, of course, you'll maybe want to stick him on the wings. Now, they're not real names, as you can see. Jim Peters and Mark Schuler, all fictional characters, but it gives you a lot of freedom for the creators to make all these game modes. You also control not only your main team, but also your youth side for U19. So you will pay just as much attention to both teams. And this is a game that not only happens every day, but it's a weekly season. So you don't have to spend hours a day creating your team. You can just sit down a couple of days a week, tweaking, enhancing them. And then you will play a match just once a week. You can also play friendlies if you want to play more. And it is highly recommended to play friendlies because your players will gain better stats and more experience. Here is some staff signing costs and a lot of stuff you can do on this game, guys. It really is, like I said, a very well worked product that is free to play, and that is of course the main issue. Now we're having a look here at the formation screen. You can pick any kind of formation you want. It's very free flowing. It's very much like Championship Manager, Football Manager, whatever you want to call it. You can move the players around. If you want to play a 3-5-2, go for it. You can see there I'm playing a 4-4-2 diamond formation. And once again, it's just a case of going through, seeing which players play in which positions. And I will be changing this throughout the course of the season, because some players will play better in some positions than others. So also going through the tactics you can pick if you want to be fluid. If you want to play counter football, attacking, passing style, I chose balance. Very creative as well. Marking, if you want to do zonal or man marking. And this can be changed once again on the fly anytime in the season. If it's not working for you, you've lost a couple of games, then feel free to play around with them. The tutorial does take quite a bit of time, so you'll want to sit down and really get into that. But now we're going to be taking a look at the first game I had. It was a friendly. You can see it's loading up against Barcelona. Obviously a user-created team. And they have a nice 3D match engine. It's not obviously the most tantalizing of graphics, but this is a browser-based game, guys. And they've done a great job of even introducing such a feature. There is commentary in there as well, although it is a little bit too American for me. It's not particularly great, but once again, this is a free game on the browser, and there also is a text-based version, which I'll be showing you guys in just a bit. Some of the features you can do there, you can switch camera angles, play a little bit nearer, more of a broadcast feel. And this isn't live, this has happened before. This was like a few days ago, and then you can actually have the ability to review the match and watch it, or just watch the text prompts as well. So once again, you don't have to be at the computer all the time. You can go away for a week, come back, see how your team's done. So just fast forwarding it a little bit. I got absolutely smashed in this game to start off with. I was 3-0 down. I did mount a little bit of a comeback. We banged in 2 at the end, but it wasn't enough. Once again, there you can see the stats in there as well. There was the first goal, headed into the top corner by Sandro Wempe. It was a nice little finish. Fast forwarding. I have sped it up as well. You see the bottom left-hand corner. If you want to speed up the match or slow it down, you can do that as well. Once again, conceded another goal. Sandro Wempe scored yet another one. Now you can decide beforehand what kind of formations you want to use pre-match. So if you are going away for a little bit and you won't have time to decide what kind of formation or players that you want to play on the day, don't worry about it. Do it a few days before and it will be saved for the actual up-and-coming match. This was a friendly match. It wasn't a league game, so I was just testing out my players. I wanted to see what it was all about. So you can see the final score there, 3-2. And it also gives you a nice finishing screen where it shows you all the stats of all the players, the condition of them, the goals scored, and the rating. So a lot of detail shown. So this is the screen for all the matches. You can see there I lost 3-2, but this was actually a league match that was played a couple of days ago. I decided to go into the text version and give that a try. This is very much like Football Manager, and it's a quicker way to watch the game. You don't have to watch it, but it's a quicker way to get through the matches, and you can speed it up like I did here. I wanted to see how my team was going to be doing. We banged in a goal to go 1-0 up, then it went 1 apiece. And then Slow Owls managed to grab one back. But that was how it finished. All square. Once again at the bottom, all the details of all the players. It's all nicely presented, and for a browser game, it's really nicely done by the creators and developers of the game. A lot of thought and detail has gone in to the creation of this game. And I have to say, it is a lot deeper and more thorough than some of these games like Championship Manager that you do see. So much to do and a lot to see as well. And if you click on the question mark, it will show you the result. As you can see, my match coming up, June 6th is the next match I have. So we have a look at the under 19 side. I did win 1-0 in my friendly against Barcelona. And then the first league game was rather promising start. My U19 side definitely seems to be a lot more promising than my main squad at the moment. Did bang in a couple of goals. Ended up winning 3-0, which was rather nice as well. 2 goals for Zach Kemp, an absolute tank up front. So this is the league table, as you can see. Winning my first game for the U19 puts me in second. I'm in the USL Pro Group 4, and you will work your way up throughout the course of the season, depending on how well you do. And you can see, once again, a lot of detail here. Team of the week on the right-hand side, all the ratings, the positions in there as well. A couple of my players in the team of the week, which is always nice. And then it shows you most goals scored, assists, appearances, and recent events and everything else. So after that, went back into training. Thought I'd play around with it just a little bit. And you can see now this time the role has changed. I've been given these new icons that now shows me best trainers, a goalie. So I wanted to make sure I had the right players playing in the right positions. Donald Taylor apparently is more of a defender, so I decided to switch that up, as well as a couple of other players as well. So you want to make sure you manage both your teams equally. This is a game that's not all about the main squad, it's about controlling both sides, basically controlling the whole club. Not only will you be able to do that with your teams, but you will be able to upgrade your stadium as well in the future. And pick up new players, new scouts, and everything else. There are some achievements as well. I picked up 3 for making 3 assists in the league and banging in some goals there as well. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video showing footballstrategy.org. It is a phenomenal game, I have to say. Free to play. Don't have to download anything. Just have a browser. You can play it anywhere in the world. And be sure to head over there today. Footballstrategy.org. The link's in the description. It's a phenomenal game for a free to play, I have to say. But until next time, guys, take care.